Hi everyone, welcome to Mind Hunting with Manoj. So today's video is going to be a different. So I'm going to analyze toxic ladies and ladies teaser. I'm going to not going to analyze the teaser. I'm going to analyze and pick up some psychological statements that is given by Geetu Mohandas. That is very interesting to know the deeper meaning of that. And I'm going to pick up those lines and I'll brief you about it. What the message is to both genders, male and female. So let's start by analyzing the statement. I'll tell you the statement at once. Love makes monsters of women. It is a beautiful illusion if one understands the depth of its deception. And yet here we are, fighting for the scraps of devotion. But here comes the plot twist. Ladies, don't forget the predictable spectacles of men. So this is the statement. Let us analyze one by one. The first statement, love makes monsters of women. Here in the statement, she's trying to portray like women are not born monsters. Obsessive love can make women turn into someone else who they really not are, right? Sometimes in psychology, intense attachment, possessiveness, jealousy can create emotional dependency, right? Can create emotional dependency on women. So here what the monster is the one's identity here. It refers to the identity of the woman who is dependent on emotional dependence. So that is what love makes monsters of women meaning. It is a beautiful second statement. Let's say second statement. It is a beautiful illusion if one understands the depth of its deception. What a beautiful line. This is a very interesting philosophical line actually. Often love can feel magical, right? We often fantasize love onto our partners. We often mistake love for attention. We often mistake commitment for obsessiveness, right? We think love as attention as love. We think commitment as obsessiveness as commitment. That is a mistake that we make actually. It is a beautiful illusion. That's what it is. A beautiful illusion means love appears to be true on the outside, but underneath it has lot of power, seduction, self-deception. It can deceive you. Love can deceive you. That's what she is going to portray in the second statement. It's a very lovely statement that is given by director. And third statement here is, it is a beautiful illusion. I told you. The third statement is, and yet here we are fighting for the scraps of devotion, right? Often women fight for tiny pieces of affection without judging, without thinking that whether the pursuit of that fight is really worth it all, right? Often women will go through this and they will, here the criticism isn't only for the woman. This is for the social dynamics that makes women to fight for that particular tiny affections, fight for that attention, right? Here the society becomes responsible for women's competition for that attention, right? So that is what she's portraying here in the third statement. So it is a beautiful, like we are fighting for the scraps of devotion that is useless. That is appeared because of social dynamics, right? So the third statement is that, and the fourth statement. Here comes the plot twist, ladies. Don't forget the predictable spectacles of men. What is she's going to say? She's giving the plot twist here that men, not only women, this is not women's rivalry. This is also men go through this rivalry, like this cycle of dependency, emotional dependence, all these things, like competition, attention, all these things men also go through. Here is she's portraying to say that both men and women are experiencing the toxic relationship dynamics. It's not restricted to one gender, it's for both. The deeper psychological statement here is, when we desire, it creates an illusion. Illusion creates emotional dependence. Dependency creates competition, and competition will benefit whoever holds the power, irrespective of the gender. So that is what she's portraying in the film, in the movie. That's what the final message. I'm 90% sure that this message is going to reach if we understand the deeper psychological statement. It's a very it's a very good statement that is given, but let's see like how the statement pursue in the movie, like how they fit this drama into the movie, how they align the characters. So that will be very interesting. Like they're not going gender specific, I guess. They are giving the common message that both genders are equal, I guess. So that is what women's rivalry, how they go through, men also go through that journey. And whoever holds the competition will benefit. That's what she's going to say. Hope you like this deeper analysis, and thank you so much, and hope you like and share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.